Hi, Freedom House family. How's everybody doing today? It's another beautiful Oregon day. It's raining and cold and kind of dreary. I say beautiful and with a little bit of tongue in cheek. I hope you caught that. Today, we're continuing on our thought on how to master your mind. You can be the master of your mind. But how do you do that? How do you master those thoughts that plague you and cause your mind to go in all kind of crazy directions? Have you ever looked at someone, maybe you're in the grocery store, out shopping, just out and about in town, and you see someone, they look so put together and like their life is just a beautiful thing. There's no problem in the world. Everything on the outside looks pretty perfect. We've all seen those people and we've all had those thoughts. But you know, if we really knew those people, you would probably find that there's a whole lot of things going on that are not perfect. There's, you know, there could be financial struggles, there could be relationship struggles, there could be health issues. We don't really know, but in our mind, we see these people and they look so perfect and life looks so grand that we create these stories, these narratives about them in our mind that paint them into be like a perfect family. And then we compare our lives to what we anticipate or expect those other people to have their lives look like. And then we have these thoughts that come into our mind that say, oh my gosh, if I could only live like that. Oh, if I could only. And we have all those thoughts and comments and going on in our mind. And then it's like, I'll never have that. I'll never accomplish that. I'll never measure up. And then those negative thoughts continue to just percolate in our brains. And then by the time we're done with that little shopping trip or whatever it was, we feel so down and so just like worthless that it really wasn't an enjoyable time at all. Well, here's the thing, friends. We need to take those thoughts captive. You know, we've been talking about retraining your brain and taking those thoughts captive and making them obedient to Christ. When we create a false narrative about somebody else's life, we do them a disservice and we do ourselves a greater disservice because we're creating things about people we know nothing about. And then we're creating something about ourselves that isn't true. And Jesus in his Sermon on the Mount has quite a bit to say about that. You know, we worry about so many things. And he talks about worry. And he talks about how we worry about what we're going to eat and what we're going to drink and all that. And he has this to say, and he says, so do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. See, when we seek God first, when we are feeling those thoughts of, I can't measure up, I'm not going to make it, and all those things that we do to ourselves, when we take those thoughts captive and focus on God and seeking his kingdom, then all that changes. We change the way we think and our outlook changes and everything changes when we change our thought patterns. So I encourage you today to take those thoughts captive, make them obedient to Christ, and when those things are happening, think about all that God has given you. When you feel like you can't measure up, think about all the beautiful things you have in your life. I can think of my granddaughter and the grandbaby that's going to be coming soon. I think of my mom and dad and all that they gave me growing up. I think of my brothers and how they loved me as a big brother loves their little sister. They would torment me and they would love me, just as any good sibling does. I think of my husband and how much he gives me and how good he is to me and my kids and, you know, all the things that God has placed in my life. Focus on those things, not on the things you don't have, but on the things that God has given you. So that's my encouragement for you today. Focus on the good things, take those negative thoughts captive, and change your life. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.